Hi, my name is Jimmy Williams with NFL Draft Diamonds. And here today I have a diamond in the rough. His name is Sam Pitz. He is a tight end out of Minnesota Duluth. Nice to have you on, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me.
So, if people aren't aware of you, you actually have a lot of great things happening right now. Just the other day, you were named to the East West Shrine Bowl watch list, and really, even throughout your career, man, like you've been an all-conference athlete several times, and really looking forward to your last season, hopefully your best one to date, so that we can pole vault you into the pros. But Sam, go ahead, introduce yourself, and we'll get started. Go for it.
Yeah, well, like you said, I'm Sam Pitts from Appleton, Wisconsin. I went to Appleton West High School. I have one older sister and one older brother, and I also have three younger triplet stepsisters as well. Um, let's see. Yeah, I went to Appleton West High School, played baseball, football, and basketball all throughout. Um, Growing up, I was always a huge baseball guy. That was kind of my dream when I was younger to play college baseball. And never really played football up until about junior year of high school. And then, funny story, we were doing summer workouts like right before fall hit or before the football season our junior year, and just one of my good buddies was like, "Hey, if you hit this on the bench press, then you have to come out for football with the rest of us." So, like it was like the day before fall camp started for high school, and just barely got it, and my buddy just convinced me to go out. Um, Played JV as a junior. I was a wide receiver. I was technically a tight end, but we didn't really do any hand in the dirt stuff with our tight end, so I was spread out most of the time. Then after that season, I was still kind of up in there while I was whether I was going to come back. We had got a new coach come in that year, and then I really just became close with him in the weight room and stuff going into the senior year, and he kind of convinced me to go back out again. And um, I'm really thankful for what he did for me because I probably wouldn't have went out if it wasn't for him senior year. But yeah, I had a really good year. Reached out, didn't really have any offers, and my older brother actually played football at Duluth as well. He's a year above me, so um, he kind of got me into football too. And then it was like halfway through our senior year season, I was just like, "Hey, like, do you think I have a shot at playing at Duluth or any like Division III schools?" I wasn't really thinking like any D1, but just because I didn't really have all the film or anything that all these other guys had. But yeah, he just said, "Hey, why don't you reach out to all the NSIC schools and some of the Missouri Valley schools and just see what you can get." So I kind of made up like a 4 or 5 game highlight film, sent it out to a bunch of coaches with like I don't know, I wrote up like a paragraph or two to spell myself, just why I was a good fit for the school and why they should take a chance on me. And the first coach that hit me back was actually the offense coordinator at the time of Duluth, and I kind of knew if I was going to play at a school in NSIC, I was going to go there and play with my brother. So kind of easy decision. Kind of loved it ever since. And then actually, I was a two-sport commit to Duluth too. I was a baseball commit as well, but only made it one semester on the baseball team. By the time the spring rolled around after the football season, I knew if I wanted to try to do something with my athletic career that it would probably be best for me to stick to football. I was kind of I don't like to say this, but I was probably on the decline with my baseball skills. But um, yeah, football was definitely the right decision, I think.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course, we know that now. We're looking at you and a lot of great things happening for you right now as a football player. But yeah, just to kind of go back and recap some of those things, Appleton West High School in Wisconsin, and like you said, a lot of baseball
Yep.
growing up, and then of course there towards the end, you're like. I'm a pretty big guy, and I
Yeah.
could probably get on the football field and push some people around and catch some balls while I'm doing it. So, hey, it just seemed to make sense.
Yep.
Yeah, obviously, Sam, you've grown a lot, of course, even physically since being, a wide receiver back in the
Yep.
day. And, most guys who end up at tight end actually were wide receivers at one point.
Yep.
That's kind of how a lot of it ends up. But
Mhm.
it's like, hey, this guy's 6'5", 6'6". Let's have him gain some weight and put him on the end as a tight end. So that's typically how
Yep,
it works out in the recruiting process. So, and you had mentioned again, like the whole recruiting process was, it just seemed like a great fit. You making your way there to Duluth along with your brother, it just kind of made sense.
yep.
And it's been pretty good for you overall. So, uh, a lot of other things happening there for you, but let's also just kind of give UMD a little bit of love, there as a school. Dude, you've been doing great academically as well. So, let me know what you're doing there as a student.
Yeah, so I actually graduated about 2 springs ago or 1 spring ago with a criminology degree with a minor in psychology. Um, I was thinking about possibly testing out law school afterwards, after my football career is over. That was my plan with that. But yeah, Duluth's a really great school. I don't know if you know, but we get a Minnesota degree, so it's a really good degree. It's part of the Minnesota school system. So that was definitely a big reason why I chose it too, just because obviously football doesn't last forever, and I wanted to have a good base behind me and a good degree to back me up.
Hey, that's a good approach. I mean, you come out with a great degree. You'd mentioned again criminology degree, psychology minor, and maybe even getting into law. Like maybe once your football days are done, like
Yep.
I look back at some Vikings greats. Who was it? Was it Alan Page who ended up being a judge? Like, or was it somebody
I
else? Or do you even
I
know?
couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you.
Ah, I thought that you might be
No.
a wizard on that thing, but I believe it's one of those guys way back when. But cool. So uh, yeah, originally also a commit in baseball there at Duluth, but didn't really work out. Did you play? What position did you play on the diamond, if you don't mind me asking?
I played third base in high school with a little bit of first. I'm not entirely sure what I was going to play there, but if I had to guess, I was probably going to play first base. But yeah, third and first mostly.
It's okay, man. I mean, hey, it's all
Yeah,
in the past. We're looking forward, but I would assume that you're still a baseball fan, right?
yeah. I'm a huge baseball fan. People that know me know I'm a massive Brewers fan. They're probably my favorite sports team behind the Packers. But yeah, huge Brewers fan. Whenever I'm home, I try to get to a game or two. And um, me and one of our coaches, Coach Stagger, he's our associate head coach and linebackers coach. He's a big Cubs fan. So we always give each other crap when the Brewers or Cubs are doing well or doing bad. So it's a fun little rivalry we got with each other.
Hey, it sounds fun. I mean, it's good
Yeah,
that you're able to just sort of step away from football for just a brief moment, just to kind of appreciate another sport. So,
yeah, for sure.
sounds good. But I'm assuming, growing up there in Wisconsin, you said that you're a Packers fan.
Yep, Packers.
Who did you grow up perhaps idolizing? Maybe a guy at your position, or were you looking at like even a wide receiver way back in the day?
Yeah, I mean, I always loved the stable guys, Dallin Driver, Jordy Nelson, Devontae Adams for a while. One guy that people might forget about, Jermichael Finley he was a pretty good player before he had to retire with that injury. But just those guys obviously loved Aaron Rodgers. Still a big Rodgers fan. I find myself every time I see something on like Twitter, Instagram of Rodgers throwing a football in the Jets practice, I always watch it 5, 10 times, just reminiscing about the days. But
About
luckily
the
the
good old
Packers,
days of way back when.
yeah, back when I was in my 20s. But luckily the Packers have another good quarterback coming through. So
Yeah, we'll see how all that plays out. But Sam, let's focus in on you and your school and you playing some ball. So certainly a fixture there for several years as a tight end. But overall, let's look at the grand scheme of things there on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, how would you describe your guys' offense?
as you can see in our film, just a lot of boot game, quick passes. We run all kinds of running stuff. We got inside zone, mid zone, options, power, uh, take our shots when we need them, and we're usually pretty good at that. So yeah, I'd say that's just like a quick rundown of what we do. We got a really good quarterback coming back. He was our starter last year, Kyle. Really good runner. Um, every year he just progresses in his ability to throw the ball too. He's really stepping up that way. And then we got both of our stud receivers from last year back, Jimmy DeRocher and Deshaun Ames. They're both threats on the outside that we're really going to use this year. Um, we got we always have a um, great O line coach. He really gets those guys going, gets them right in the playbook and film and stuff. And yeah, good running back group. We've always had running back room with 3, 4 guys who can rotate in and out, and you always know they're going to give you 100%. And yeah, I think we have a great offense coming back, so I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I mean, it seems as if you guys are just kind of in the region, and let's just face it, with the full gambit of college football, where if you want to get the big dudes, if you want to see some guys, doing old school smash mouth football, it's just that region, whether
Yep.
it's the NSIC or even the Missouri Valley going into even the broader scheme of things, Big Ten, things like that. I mean, we see that all too often. You're just in that region. But
Yeah.
let's focus on you as a player. I mean, again, coming in really as a receiver and then just kind of molding over the years into a true tight end. So I have you in my notes. Correct me if any of this is wrong, but about 6'6", 245 pounds, maybe 250. I don't know what you're at these days, but
Yeah.
that's a pretty substantial size for a tight end. So can you confirm those things real quick?
I'm a little under 6'6", I'm not gonna lie, but I'm like 6'5.5", a little above that, and then I've been hovering around like 255, high 250s this summer, and
Nice.
that's what I'm planning on playing at this year. So
Well,
yeah, those
that's
numbers are
fine.
pretty accurate.
I mean, that's still pretty big. I mean,
Yep.
that's a complete tight end. So, um, let's kind of walk through that a little bit, as a guy who certainly wants to be that, complete tight end. So, walk me through like the bread and butter of your offense, at least a little bit more specifically. So, talk me through perhaps like let's first start in the run game. What's one of your guys' like go-tos as a member of that offense? I mean, what's one play that you see fairly often?
You're always going to see our quarterback running the ball. I mean, it's pretty obvious once again, just watching the film. He's a big guy, fast, super physical. If somebody's in his way, he's going to run him over. He can outrun the linebackers, outrun the D lineman. Yeah, he's just a really physical guy. And then, like I said, our O line's just going to block it up. Tight ends block it up. Our receivers do a really good job on the outside for him too. But yeah, definitely the quarterback run is a staple in our offense.
Well, I mean, certainly nice to block for him, but I have actually seen you go out for some really nice passes. So, I mean, what's that one route that you love hearing, that you're going to run for your quarterback?
Um, I really like the little boot out opposite and then wheel back to the other side of the field. Usually get cut loose there, but that's a route that I really enjoy running. Um, and then just some other, hopefully get some more double move stuff in this year, but definitely enjoy running that one.
Well, I mean, certainly a guy who is somewhat of a mismatch. I mean, because you figure, at the Division II level, I mean, yes, there is talent, but I mean, there's not too many guys your size out there as a huge target to throw to. So you get a guy like you, put him out there, in the end zone and just say, hey, jump ball. 9 times out of 10, it's yours. So
Yep.
that's just kind of how it works. So again, I had mentioned, you part of NSIC, actually fairly successful this past season, going 9-2. And overall, solid team there in your guys' conference. I mean, I feel like oftentimes people as fans don't really understand how tough that conference is. Can you kind of walk me through like your guys' uh, I don't know, your schedule, maybe what to expect this year and why the NSIC is a great conference. Go with that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's the top teams in the conference that are always good year in, year out. There's Mankato, Bemidji, Moorhead's recently been good the last few years. They got that quarterback there that we're super excited to go up against for our military game. So that's definitely a game to watch out for. We have that once a year. Always bring out the all black jerseys and get a nice little crowd behind us. We got like old members of the military or the forces come in and speak to us the night before the game, and we get to honor them on our helmets. And we wear helmet decals with just pictures of the members of the forces on them, and it's really cool getting to meet those guys and learn their story. But that's definitely one to look out for. And then even the teams that don't finish towards the top of the conference, they're always a tough matchup. They always give us some trouble, like any type of way. But for sure, I mean, definitely a tough conference to compete in, but we're always near the top, so we're doing something good.
I mean, definitely a tough conference because I mean, like you said, I mean, yes, there are the tough teams at the top, but I mean, from top to bottom, I mean, like, there are some really good schools that you
Yep.
guys have to really train for, like week in and week out. What is it going to take for you guys to get back to the playoffs and have an exciting year this upcoming year?
I mean, yeah, we just gotta stick to our guns, man. We got, like I said, we got a bunch of weapons back in offense, great O line, great fullbacks, tight ends, everything. Our defense is always best in the conference. So, I mean, yeah, we just gotta stick to what we know and just come in every game like it's gonna be our last, and just don't let up on the gas. Like I know sometimes last year we got caught slipping in the second half, and we just got to really keep our foot on the pedal this year. And I believe that we're gonna have a really good year and for sure make it back to the playoffs, hopefully. So
Well, I mean, certainly something to look forward to this year. I mean, and really just for Duluth football as a whole. I mean, you guys are, have a lot of great talented players on your team. Along with you, I believe also one of your teammates there on the offensive line is doing well, at least on the,
yep,
grand
Aiden,
scheme
yep,
of things. Aiden Williams, I think is his
yep,
name.
yep.
So, yeah, obviously a lot of great things happening there. Something to look forward to. I do want to take a moment to meet this guy outside of football somewhat. So, is there anything else about you that we need to know? Whether it be your hobbies, obviously, like you said, like you're a big baseball fan, but other than
Yep.
that, is there anything else that we need to know about you?
Yeah, super big sports fan. Obviously, I try to catch as many games as I can on TV. Been with my girlfriend for about 4 years now, and we actually have a dog, so we kind of our lives are kind of uh, based around him now. We take him swimming in Lake Superior, take him going on hikes in the trails, in the parks and Duluth and stuff. Go on walks, try to get outside as much as we can. But I really do enjoy staying in and watching some movies too, watching some shows on Netflix, stuff like that. Recently been into the new college football video game. Some of
Like everybody.
so yeah, some of my buddies back home and some of the Duluth guys have a big online dynasty going. So we got 32 people in that, and yeah, just fun time hanging out with the guys and just chilling, I guess.
So, Sam Pitts, any special talents that we need to know of yours?
Special talents.
Like,
Uh,
do you play an instrument? Can you do anything that's unique other than catch footballs? Like, I mean, I'm just trying to think of anything else that we could
Honestly,
share.
nothing crazy like that. No,
Okay.
can't can't play an instrument. Can't really sing. Sing in the shower to myself sometimes, but that's about it. Not great at it.
All right. Well, a couple of other things. I mean, you had mentioned, watching some shows on Netflix. Anything else that let's try and find something else about you to share. So, I have some random questions to just sort of throw your way. So, favorite breakfast cereal?
Mm, you ever hear of Magic Spoon? It's a new like protein cereal. Been eating that. It's really good. You should check it out. It's like a Fruit Loops dupe, so really been enjoying that lately.
I don't know if they sell that where I'm at, man. I mean, I'd have to, it might be a special order or something. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I think it's nationwide.
Well, we'll see. It's not at my local one for sure. It might be a pricey one. That might be the reason why like I don't pick that one. But cool. So a couple other things. Favorite superhero.
Um, I'm really big into the Marvel movies, so I'd probably say big Thor guy.
Okay, that's fair. He has a lot more hair, so are you jealous of that?
Well, I used to have super long hair like him, but now now I'm rocking the buzz cut. Just easier to maintain. So
Well, it's easier to put the helmet on and off for
yeah,
sure.
for sure. Yeah.
But hey, I'm sorry I got to joke a little bit, but I mean,
Oh no, you're all good.
it's okay. So let's see. What is the farthest you've ever been from home?
Been to Cancun, Mexico a few times. Um, Anywhere else out of the country, can't really think of right now.
So other
But
than Cancun, is there like maybe a favorite, maybe a spot that's on your bucket list to hit, like at some point? Like what's next on your list?
I think our family was planning on going to a big Europe trip for my stepmom's birthday coming up this next year. So it'd be cool to check out Europe and kind of excited to take a look around there.
Nice. And one more last thing before we wrap up. Is there any perhaps celebrity that you'd love a chance to meet, whether it be an actor, musician, or athlete, somebody that you'd love a chance to maybe get a few minutes to talk with?
Yeah, definitely the I'd say the greatest athlete of all time, best basketball player ever, LeBron James. I would I think that would be sweet to meet him and talk with him a little bit, but I know that might be a controversial topic for some people, but I will
Well, it just,
die on
I
that
mean,
hill.
I guess if you think someone else is the best, athlete, who plays basketball, but hey, it's fine. I think a lot of people would agree with you. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's not too far-fetched. So that's fine. Sam, we were obviously talking because you are one of these guys who, at least I believe, is one of the top small school athletes. And a lot of great things happening for you lately, being on these all-star watch lists. So a lot of eyes on you this year to really perform. So as these scouts are checking you out, they want to know what's so special about you and why they need to maybe perhaps draft you or bring you into their team. So let's close up with your final thoughts as to how you would answer that. So go for it.
Yeah, for sure. I just say, like I said earlier, I haven't been playing football for as long as some of these other guys, but definitely a lot of room to grow. My ceiling is sky's the limit. I really truly do believe that. I think once I get done with this college football season, I get start locking in on my nutrition, get a nutrition plan, and start training with the trainer. I really do think that I'm gonna really show why I'm capable of playing at the next level and show them why my athleticism and my physicality and my traits like that will really show at the next level as well. So super excited about that.
Yeah, definitely. As I've seen you, I mean, you've gotten better and better and better, like each and every year. And dude, despite the fact that you've been an all-conference athlete several times, and on all these radars and things, I mean, we're looking forward to your best season yet. So definitely something to look forward to. Sam, want to wish you all the best this upcoming year and beyond. Okay, man?
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you having me.
No problem. Once again, we got Sam Pitz, tight end, Minnesota Duluth. Check him out this season.